Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our very first A Moment of Hope from Upward Transitions. We are excited to share with you some stories about our work here at Upward Transitions, so we're so glad that you're joining us. Upward Transitions has been doing this amazing work in Oklahoma County for almost 100 years. So we're so glad that you're joining us. If you could leave us a comment and let us know that you're watching and where you're watching from so we can say hello to you, that would be amazing. So good morning and welcome. If you're watching on replay, just say hi and let us know that you're watching with us. We're trying to start a story sharing with you so you can know a little bit more about our mission and our purpose. Our mission is to end generational poverty in Oklahoma County, and that has never been more important. We know that you are seeing in the news so many stories about people that are hurting and need support with rent and utilities in so many ways, and we are so proud of the work that we do to support families and individuals when they need it most. So each week we're going to take a minute and share how we are doing this important work with a little behind the scenes of our work here at Upward Transitions. So today, I want to share with you what's been going on during COVID-19 and how COVID-19 has impacted our work. You know, just like many of you, COVID-19 has changed the way that we live. And even though we have been doing this work for almost 100 years, we have continued to do our work through COVID-19. We have never shut our doors, but you know, we have had to change the way we do our work. And we had to modify the way we serve our clients. And we had to get a little creative. You know, whether it was mask wearing or using intercoms or social distancing, we had to be creative when it came to serving our clients. Our work focuses on those who need support, whether that is emergency relief or those who are experiencing housing instability. So we had to stay vigilant and we had to stay ready to help them when they needed it most. And during COVID, the balance of our work shifted. I want to show you some numbers. During this period of quarantine, the work that we do, I don't know if you know, but we help those that are experiencing housing instability with identification and legal documents. We also help with rent and utilities. And so the shift changed because we weren't seeing people as in person anymore. And so let me share with you just a few numbers of how that work shifted. You can see here, just a second, new live things always change the way you do work. So hold on just a second. You can see here that our work in rent and utilities definitely changed. This was the greatest shift in our work. Our rent and utility works changed, and from in this same period in 2019, we helped 67 families. But in 2020, as you can tell, we helped 165 families. And so the need is great with rent and utilities. The interesting part is because of quarantine, our work with identification changed. And so let me share with you that. I want to share just a little piece of that, if I can pull it up. Here we go, screen share. You know, and in the opposite way, our work with identification and legal documents shifted. You know, it's just, you know, because people weren't walking in as much because some of our government agencies were closed, this work shifted in the opposite direction. So we helped 454 people in 2019, where we only helped 100 people in that same period in 2020. And so the balance of our work changed. And so we're very grateful that we were able to shift the balance and help people with rent and utilities. I want to show you that rent and utility number again. It's significant. And so this rent and utility number is huge. 165 families, $137,000. And most of this is because we received some support from the United Way COVID Response Fund. And we were able to help these families during this time because of that support. And we were able to do this when they needed it most. You know, you've been reading the newspapers and you've been seeing the unemployment numbers go up. And we know that this work of rent and utility support is going to be something that is going to be ongoing. And we are so grateful that we can be there and help them when they need it most. And so this is a big piece of what we do. You know, I want to read you and tell you a story and read you a note from somebody we helped during this period. Donna is 63, and she reached out to Upward Transitions because she was impacted by COVID-19 in a way that she wasn't expecting. And so she found out that the school that she worked for was cutting her hours. She's a full-time teacher, and she was going to lose her job, maybe. She realized that they were going to cut her hours from 40 to 17. And on top of that, she realized that the school might not even be open when this was all said and done. And so she reached out to Upward Transitions, and Upward Transitions partnered her with one of our case managers, Joelle. And Joelle walked with her and gave her support. You know, some of the people we work with don't have a support system, and that was the case for Donna. Donna lived alone, and she was really worried about the possibility of becoming homeless. And so through this COVID-19 response fund with the United Way, you know, I'm happy to share with you that we were able to help Donna pay the remaining balance for her April rent and all of her May rent. And we were also able to make sure that her water and her electric stayed on while she navigated this period of time. You know, she sent Joelle a very amazing note after we helped her. I want to read it to you. Thank you so much for your help and assistance. You at Upward Transitions were truly a blessing. I'm so grateful for community outreach, that wonderful program you offer. Without your help and the huge blessing I received through your organization, I couldn't have made it. Thanks again for helping me through this difficult time. Your hard work and dedication certainly does not go unnoticed. You know, it's notes like this that really keep us going, really help us do the work that we do. And we're really proud and honored to be there when people need it most. You know what? I got to tell you, our case managers are the people that I would want to talk to when I'm stressed. They are the most compassionate and patient people in the whole world. They have the calmest voices. And, you know, some of the people that are calling us right now never expected to find themselves in this situation. And they are there for them. They are walking them through these situations. And so we were glad to be there for Donna, and we'll be glad to be there for all of the other people that need support in the coming days. So if you want to learn more about our work, put a little note in our chat comment box. If you want to learn more about how to support the work of Upward Transitions, just leave us a note and we'll be in touch. But we are in the business of hope. We are in the business of working with people and sharing a little bit of hope when things are really stressful. And so thanks for joining us today for a moment of hope, and join us next week where we'll have another story for you. Have a great day, everybody.